Hello, good morning everyone. How are you doing today? It's nice to see you again. Well, I just had the issue with the postcode. They gave me the wrong postcode, so now I just phone up and they give me the right one. But before we setting off, I'm just gonna have a quick look around. I already checked it before I collect it, before I took the keys, I just checked it, but I will give it a look around. So it's a Mercedes Actros 2545. Yeah, the only thing I've seen is just this part little bit loosen. I hope I'm not gonna lose on the road. I just mark it on the paperwork. On this side is solid, it's alright. Other than that, like small marks, they've already been marked on the previous delivery job. And now I've checked the tires, I've checked the lights, checked the fuel cap, suspension, everything. I've already checked it, but I will just have a quick look around. And now we're setting off. The cables are not going anywhere. Fine. Now let's set off from here. We're gonna go in the cab using the 3 points of contact. Yeah. Then just gonna close the door. Just gonna put the safety belt. Plug the safety belt on. Yeah. I'm just gonna. Yeah. Was on automatic anyway. Yeah. This is alright. Mirrors alright. Yeah, I've got enough air in the tank. The only problem is diesel is on reserve, so it doesn't give me a large range of motion. So all I'll do now is just reverse in this yard, and then we're gonna go to that address, to that postcode, to pick up my colleague. Then drive back here. I'm just gonna drop him here, and then after I'm dropping him here, I'm just gonna drive back to the yard. So that's job number 2 on this day. In the morning, I just turn up to the job. So all the other teammates, because I'm the only foreign in this company, they've been to polling stations. So they just vote for the future of the UK or the future of England, and I've just turned up too early in the yard. Yeah. Okay. Oh, it's not the best road ever, but it's better than nothing. Believe me. I've just been to Pace Logistics. So maybe quite a few of you just heard about this big company. They've got a big unit here in Salford. got so many employees, like it's massive. Yep. Oh. So I'm just gonna have a quick trip. It's about 3 miles, not too far away from here, and I'm just gonna do a little vlogging, let's just say. And it's a pleasure and an honor to talk to you, to talk in your language, in English language. I've always wanted to do that, and now I think it's the right moment to have a start on it, to have a go and see where it takes. For me, it doesn't matter which language I'm talking, as long as someone is understanding exactly what I want to say. That's the best thing. So it's a 30 miles an hour area. We got all these signs like police, watch your speed. I've got some friends that they've been trying to speed up a little bit, and they just been pulled over by police and they just been fined. And I'm not really recommend to exceed your speed, mate. So if you're gonna be a Need for Speed driver, this is not the right place to be. So I'm still in an agency. I'm still doing temp to perm job, Monday to Friday, and all I can say, they offer me this job until Christmas, and they just bought another company. So until they will merge with the company that they bought it, it's gonna be some time that they will require some agency stuff, and here I am. It will be another week and few days, and then I'm just gonna set off. Destination will be Spain, lovely Spain, and I'm just gonna have a week in Spain. But first of all, I'm just gonna go to London first. I'm just gonna see my missus, just gonna help her with the luggage, with the package, with the Christmas presents, with all this nice celebration stuff. And after we'll be done with it, we're just gonna go to Gatwick Airport, and from there we're gonna take the flight to Malaga International Airport, and from there we're gonna enjoy the Costa del Sol of Spain, a lovely, magnificent area. Here, as I stop, I'm just engaging the handbrake on. Someone is calling me up, but when I'm driving, I never use my phone. So I'm sorry for the one who's trying to call me. Have to be patient with it. And yeah, I've got a car on my left hand side, which is very stubborn. It doesn't give me way. Look, it's acting like a child, you know. Wow. Go. Now we have a lot of space. It's not really the right place to drive, you know. Sometimes you got funny drivers, funny car drivers, yeah, which they put the life in danger of any other road users. So I cannot see the point sometimes why they have to speed up, why they have to be so unprofessional, you know. But live and learn. What can I say? I'm just gonna go ahead with all my stuff, with all I know, with all I've learned, and I'll just apply, just to do my job, just to take care of all things that I'm responsible to, and then everyone will share a part of happiness in all these things. So I know I'm quite new in this English language truck vlogging, let's just say, because there are so many truck vloggers, and not all of them are English nationals. So I think as a lorry driver, we should be all together. We should respect each other, doesn't matter where we come from. Let's just say, I just step on my pride, and I'm not gonna talk my national language. I'm just gonna use English language, so we're gonna understand each other. Because you see, almost all my subscribers are Romanian nationals or Romanian speakers, and that's why nearly all my content is made in Romanian language. But I will try to how to say, to set up a new stuff. So I'm gonna use English language in my content, and I hope that everyone will be happy. Yeah, and don't forget one little thing what I expect from you. Just give it a like, share the content, talk to your friends about me, about truck vlogging, about profession.
Yeah,
and
I'm back in
let's
Page
share
Logistics Yard.
some stories. So I'm just gonna adjust the, it's got the button here on the left hand side, but I cannot really touch it, so we can stay nice and comfortable on here. Okay. 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 Let's go now. Yeah. Wow. Want to say this tractor unit is very sensitive, mate. It's extremely sensitive. Compared to the other tractor unit that I drove on last week. Yeah, this one is very sensitive. I just set all the wheels down, so it's quite stable at the first view, at the first point of view, and then the only small thing I'm just taking from the road, it will make this lorry bounce in every single direction, and sometimes it's a pain in the bum. Yeah, so we are somewhere in Salford, and now we have to drive back to Trafford Park. And on this day, all I can say, every time is about voting someone. Either is about voting the Brexit, either is about voting the MPs, prime ministers and whatever. Every time is something about it. Every time is traffic on the way. Traffic on the way back to the yard, traffic on the way to the customer, traffic every single direction. This is nothing. So 1, 2, 3, 4 vehicles in front of me, that's nothing. You should have seen in the morning on M60, somewhere around Sale, Altrincham, you know, where that M60 stays on the 3-lane, and then you've got the exit with 2-lane and another exit towards Carrington. And then to avoid that accident, all of us, we've been warned as something happened, something just happened in that time, and I just overtake all that traffic. Could have taken me like hour and a half to get back to the yard. So in that manner, I just overtake in that exit lane, and then it just took me from that point to the yard maximum 10 minutes, let's just say, and then I just arrived on time. I didn't take my break yet. We just had to collect some tipper vans from Manchester Airport, from a place around there. There are so many companies, and was really hard to find it because the postcode is not the right one. Then we had to phone up the customer, and the customer just gave us some direction. Where should we be? Because you see, on sometimes even on the sat nav, even on the Google Maps, when you just type in your postcode, your address, your number, your name of the road, name of the street, whatever, after you do that, you still cannot find the right place, you know. So all you can do is just phone up the customer, let the customer know where are you in that moment, yeah, and the customer will give you direction. Yes, folks, I'm just gonna drive this tractor unit back to the yard. Then I'm gonna have a coffee break, 15 minutes. I'm trying to get rid of cigarettes, you know, and at the moment I'm just smoking this tobacco roll-up fags, and all I can say is not so addictive compared to cigarettes. And I wanted to try all that e-cigs, you know, but I'm afraid. I've seen some news telling that they're not safe at all, and I'm really scared to try it. I might have bigger other problems. So I used to smoke a packet of cigarettes every single day. Then I just cut down. Then I just stopped for a while. It was like 2 years that I haven't been smoking, and all I can say, I've had a relationship with an with an English lady, and she used to smoke. She smoked a lot, and I just stood away 2 years from that smoking habit. But somehow, you see that lorry? That lorry I drove 3 days ago. I just transported from one yard to another. I do apologize for interrupting this nice conversation with you, and I just stood 2 years without any cigarettes, without any tobacco, without anything, just because I had a relationship with a heavy smoker. Somehow, sometime, I just felt the need to smoke, and I just had a fag. I just had some cigarettes, and all I can say is life goes on. And then I gave up again. Then I started again. So it's all based on this job. By driving lorries, sometimes you get bored. Sometimes you get sick and tired. Look at this, nearly fall off the bike. Need to be really careful with these cyclists. I am a cyclist as well, so I do understand exactly the risks and the responsibilities they've taken over by riding the bike in such busy road. Look, without wearing a high vis, without, you know, I know that is a clear view outside, but even so, you will need a high V. She's got a helmet. I want to congratulate for that fact, but it's about safety. It's about safety, and you should respect all the safety measures, because you can have an unhappy moment that you can fall off the bike, and then someone will not be able to see you or to avoid you, and then it's going to be a crash, it's going to be an injury, or it's going to be something that can lead even to death, you know. And yeah, we have to be really careful with the cyclists. Because I'm a cyclist, I've always checked the mirrors. Yeah, I've always give them room, give them space to maneuver safely. Yeah, especially when outside is that specific raining, you know. And about that cigarettes and tobacco, it's unbelievable. It just took me some years to realize tobacco is not really good for us, you know. When you're a teenager, you just have these ideas of sticking around some friends, to have some fun, to smoke, to drink, to have this behavior, you know. It's something common these days, you know. I've seen children smoking, 10 years old, 11 years old, 13 years old, on the school. I used to be a bin lorry driver, you know, and that job's supposed to empty the bins of nearly all the schools in Greater Manchester. And imagine, I've seen so many kids, I've seen so many children, I've seen so many young children, they just start smoking straight away. And it's not really good for us, for our society, to promote smoking and to sell cigarettes and tobacco to young people. So we need to change something. And just to cross a line on that subject is I'm trying to get rid of cigarettes, to stop smoking and to get rid of this bad habit. Somehow when I wake up in the morning, I just feel the need to light up a cigarette or a fag and just enjoy my morning. Sometimes if I don't have my coffee, I cannot function properly, you know. I cannot realize that I woke up already. So it takes some time to wake me up. That's my only thing. That I'm very lazy in the morning. So it takes me a lot of time to wake up, to get ready, to get dressed, get ready to go to work, you know, prepare mentally, prepare physically, prepare financially, prepare everything, just to make sure everything is in the right place. So this historic town is all about industrial revolution and their idea to become first in everything they do. And Manchester is a great place to live in, to have fun, to go out, even to work is a great place. There are so many jobs around there, there are so many opportunities, there are so many vacancies, careers to take. And as a foreigner, I've got a good impression about Manchester. I really like Manchester, and I support Manchester. I love football. Yeah, Manchester is very famous for football clubs, and they're very specialized in having a lot of teams, like Man United, Man City. They've got Oldham Athletic, they got Bolton, they got Wigan, they got St. Helens, they got Stockport Football Club, they got plenty teams, Rochdale. They've got so many teams surroundings. They got Sheffield United, but it's a little bit far away from here, but in the same area, let's just say between Midlands and Northwest England. Yeah, so a part of that, Manchester is very well known for buildings, for solid constructions, for hard workers, for people that care about doing a great job, a great service, and a proper one. That's why when you say proper, you mean Manchester, you mean. And at the first point of view, as a foreigner, when I came to this city, and I just had a beer with my sister and my brother-in-law, and we had a chat about this place. We just been to a pub, and that day Man United needed to face Wolverhampton
in a Premier League or a cup or FA Cup or something like that, when Man United lost 3-0, and I was dressed with a red t-shirt supporting Man United, and all the people in that pub was very friendly to me, despite living in London and having London friends and trying to have London friends, and despite living so long in London surrounding areas. When I seen Manchester people, I just you know, is that feeling of friendship, is that feeling of someone wanting to talk to you, is that feeling, because I'm a foreigner and you've got that feeling of being cold, about being racist, about being abusive to foreigners, you know. So I'm usually friendly, I smile, and it's not only a fake smile, it's more than that, it's a smile from my heart. And when I offer my friendship, I offer it with all the consideration. And on the first impression, I said, wow, this city deserves more, even the roads, even the buildings, even everything deserves more, because it's a lovely place, and once upon a time used to be very valuable to all England, to all UK. It's also known as capital of the North. And these things being said, I want to thank you for watching my content. If you like this type of videos, please give a like. If you want to share my content, your effort will be well appreciated. And if you want to be friend with me, just keep in touch with me. Don't be afraid to have a friendship with a foreigner. And believe me, we've got so much to win and to care about being friends, rather than being cold people one with another. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye.